Universal Soldier was the first film I ever went to see at the cinema, which was an 18 certificate. I think I was 16 at the time, and I thought to myself, Dolph Lundgren and Van Damme, I'll be sneaking into the cinema if I have to. You know, I'm one of those kids that was just massively influenced by these types of movies. And now I'm working with Dolph and Van Damme in Universal Soldier 4.
The biggest challenge coming up right now, casting the lead in the movie. The movie will live or die by who we cast. More important than schedule, time, budget, anything is like that character. You gotta have the right guy for that role you're gonna hang the whole movie on.
I managed to get the script and he didn't know about it. I managed to get the script off one of my sources. I'd heard that it was like, well, this John character, we want him to be played by a really strong actor because this is a difficult part.
Are we gonna be casting an actor or are we gonna be casting a fighter? It's a big difference. I'd love to see what an actor could do with this. He's going from like a kind of big, like Andrei Arlovsky type of character to more of like a Scott Adkins type of guy.
I was bugging him on the email, probably being a bit pushy at times.
He actually had written me, and I certainly considered it. He'd be perfect because he's insane what he can do.
And it's a good job I did because he responded to that and got the call, and I was over the moon, excited.
On this film, I can't imagine anybody being better suited for this role, this opportunity, this time than Scott.
Interior, hospital, day. John's POV, just hazy shapes, a face coming into focus, a technician wearing a white lab coat, others around him still soft. Now we focus on a female looking like a nurse, and then another technician, all staring directly at John, us. They're working over John, poking, prodding, checking his vitals, the steady beeping of a heart monitor coming up.
Load him up. Ready, and action!
Straight up to the camera. Look straight up to the camera. Cut. Good.
Cut it. Cut it. Good deal.
That was great. You all right, Scott?
Is it coming up here? Oh, there you go. Roll sound, please. Rolling.
Hey, rolling. Quiet, please.
Decision was whether or not there's a scene where he meets with this G-man and how much does that guy explain to him. We're going to read it as a guy who's been in a coma for a while, so he actually has lost weight, lost strength, hasn't eaten solid foods, very much like a newborn baby, because that's what he is. So he's literally being fed baby food by a nurse.
Open up. Come on. Just one bite. Can you do that for me?
Cut. Good.
Cut it. You go ahead. Let me get a chance for us to right. Need a hand with us?
Yeah, hey, Michelle, Mick, come here and help me with the stand. Ready? Yeah. Hold on. Someone, I need a PA. Yeah, all you guys are looking at him when he comes in. You're all staring at Scott.
Got it? Almost perfect. Yeah. Sorry, just watch the top of the head on the.
Do you want to get
Unison, the rightmost one. Yeah.
Okay, back to work.
Let's go right away.
Going again. Thank you. Going again.
Camera ready? Scott, you ready?
All right. Okay.
Is everyone spritzed up? Sweat. Everyone. All right, go. Okay, roll it.
Ready, and action. Cut it. Good.
Cut it. Good. Let's have all the units close to me.
Go, Scott. Three, two, one, pass.
We cast Dane's face and then sculpted in clay what we wanted the final look to be. We were able to create these foam rubber pieces, which is kind of the old standby. Some of the more high-tech materials that you would normally use wouldn't benefit me because when Dane goes in there and sits in that cold ice box, his skin is going to change colors.
There's some line work in here that actually suggests that there's a certain willful pride in the badge of suffering. He almost revels in it.
And it doesn't have to be quite as far to the edge. Your eye is almost in the lens. It's almost just inside the left edge.
Jean-Claude, back in his Snake Eyes days, when he was a ninja. 237.
Give my baby some meat.
We had come up with this concept of sleeper agents. Very quickly we decided this was going to be our villain. Like John Doe, our character, they've been created and put out into the world not knowing that that's what they are. The government can call on them at any time and activate them to go carry out assassinations or missions or anything like that. The twist in Magnus is that we would go through the story believing that he is working for DeVreaux, and it's only at the end that we put it all together that we realize Magnus is in fact working for Gorman. In essence, Magnus and John are partners, but they don't even know it.
Bivana is methocil and some bile left over from Andre's party out last night. We're recycling some of that just to kind of get him in the character.
Ready and action.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're good.
Very good, Everett. We've already, guys, wrong location. We're on the move. Thanks very much.
Cut.
I won't even call it a car chase. It's more of a car battle between these two vehicles, the Magnus vehicle and the John vehicle.
A lot of this chase is just two cars kind of ramming each other.
So they're not trying to get away from each other. It's more about how much damage they can inflict throughout this chase as it goes along. So the idea would be this. This is John, this is Magnus. This car is actually towing this car in.
Right.
So as they meet, before the intersection,
Magnus plows it.
To maintain this size frame to tilt up with the car, you're 11 feet away. What's the minimum distance you can come with the camera on the ultimate arm for this flip?
car length and a half to 2 car lengths. And we may be able to tighten it up once we see the speed they're coming in at in rehearsal.
The whole character of this chase is really that it's two cars fighting each other. It's not two cars chasing each other.
What we've got here is a 98 Ford Explorer. We're going to do a roll. We're using a high pressure cannon built into the cage, and it'll shoot about a 30-inch piston out, comes in contact with the ground, and rolls us over. We put in a 1.75-inch roll cage to the stuntman specifications. This cage could take massive amounts of abuse. They are an art in themselves because we're taking a man's life in our hands and keeping him safe.
Big week coming up. First week felt like we were properly scheduled, and this week I'm realizing that we were just doing easier stuff. The whole movie sort of hinges on this sequence, and if we don't deliver, then the movie's not going to be as good as I hoped it would. There's no way we can pull off this chase in one day. If we don't get some more time, I can't really figure out how we're going to pull it off. I'm not really sure what we're going to do about it.
Magnuson head-on traffic slams the rear end of an Indy car. Indy car slides to avoid Magnus. Magnus swerves to hit John on his side. John slams the brakes and plows him again from behind.
We're going to have a lead and a follow. Police officers, we're not shutting the road off. Let's get in position.
Yeah, this is new to me. I've not done this before.
It's going to be my first car chase ever, and I am so excited.
Well, this isn't a car chase. This is a car fight.
Hey guys, let's load up! Load up! Load up! Load up!
Sitting on a process trailer, it looks really slow. They're going like 25 miles an hour. The grips give the vehicle a shake, cameras shake, actors react. We're just kind of giving them cues.
Okay, we're gonna speed up again. You ready, Scott? 3, 2, window. Very good. Now he's coming up on your left side, Scott. You see him coming on the left. 3, 2, impact. All right. You're going to cut this hard, and the camera should vibrate when we turn. And hard left. Okay, now passenger side. You're looking passenger side. Do we have any more glass? Another window. 3, 2, window. Nice. Okay. There's going to be a right side impact on 1. You see him. 3, 2, impact. Very nice. All right, we're going to turn right here. You're going to turn right. Okay, cut this turn here. Cut it hard. Good. Really good. Let's cut.
We are doing a green screen shot that is a big impact. So our T-bone that starts this whole thing will be done on a green screen. And those guys will be shooting 2 days of car chasing while we're shooting in the sporting goods store. He's basically going to have one camera to shoot everything. So the only way to do that is to use this piece of equipment called the Ultimate Arm.
The Ultimate Arm, just especially for our purposes, having one camera, it just gives you the ability to combine so many different shots at one time and to get some really dynamic high-speed angles and stuff that you normally wouldn't be able to get. We're actually shooting the end of the car chase right now, which will then feed into the beginning of the sporting goods store fight. Magnus is in the utility vehicle, is pressing up against the black SUV, so this one will be launched endo. There's no one in the utility vehicle, but Steve Pacerni is going to be doing a cannon roll. We're hoping that that truck does not crash into our window. We've got our Ultimate Arm, which will be leading the whole thing. B camera will be set up over here on the right side. We are ultimately putting it on a remote head because it's still in danger. We have one shot at this. If that SUV rolls and takes out the camera, we're pretty fucked. Just so you're aware, the Ultimate Arm is going to be in your lane, 20 feet ahead of you. He'll get up to 30 just like you. He'll hold that all the way.
Okay. And Chuck will give the action to you, and that's going to be a flag being dropped down. If we need the paramedics for any reason, he will call for it.
Rob, roll,
roll.
Action, and I'm going out of the way. Make it big. Action.
I looked at the test there. It's supposed to be 35 miles an hour. I think it's a Pacerni 35 miles an hour. Might be a little faster. I feel cautiously optimistic. Hopefully you get the shot. If you do, then everyone's pretty excited going into tomorrow.
He rolled about 6-7 times.
All right, well, that's cool. Let's see.
Yeah, and right between the poles.
What did Ron get?
Some good action.
Yeah, I just wasn't where I wanted.
John, did it work? Are you all right, man?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, nice one.
Yeah, the other camera got some great stuff. The other one. But I don't never want
I think what we need to marry it is just to get a legit bang. with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You need the truck to hit it.
The utility truck didn't get over like we had anticipated and wanted, but the connecting shot that I'm going to get today will tie that in and still make it pretty spectacular at the end.
It was nothing like what we were expecting, but it actually turned out pretty cool. Before it was like the two of them just wreck, which is kind of how it was scripted. So now we're gonna make it, once he goes down a rim, Magnus drives up and rams him. So it's more of an aggressive move by Magnus that basically wipes John out.
It's just the impact shot, that's all I need. So once you're out of it, whatever you need to do to recover or what all that, that's all good. Get that impact for me.
Violent as I was expecting it to be in comparison to the hits that we had from behind. Because the T-bone, we kind of swing around and it takes some of that inertia with it.
He pulls out the gun. He's going to take out your front tire on 1, 3, 2, impact.
That was my first T-bone, and I had a lot of fun.
Action!
The motel scene, I feel like we took it pretty low-key and just tried to keep it, realistic and truthful. It's another one of those weird things because he's just had his fingers chopped off. So, trying to make it as realistic as possible, but it is a sci-fi action movie at the same time.
Interior, motel, night. Sarah, in the club. You looked at me like you didn't know me. Do you know me, John? John. Yes. Sarah, what's my name? John. Fantasia.
It was something I'd done for my audition. John also asked me to read it in a French accent, and so my character ended up being French. It just had so many layers to it. That was the one that we rehearsed like crazy from the day I got there. That was the one we talked about the most. John just gave me the time to get into it, to go to the place where I was so vulnerable, where it was very real and very emotional and intense, and I hope good.
You're with each other. Yeah, you have more empathy for him in general because you're not necessarily holding all these bad things against him at this moment.
Yeah. Okay.
Good.
I really loved doing that scene. I got to smoke the whole way through. I could barely speak by the end of the day. When I finished shooting that scene, I was so moved. I couldn't really look at anybody. I felt so exposed.
Yeah, Mariah's been great to work with. She's a very unselfish actress. When it's not her close-up, she's still giving you a lot to work with. She'll give me just a little bit extra in the eyes or take it in a different direction, and maybe that helps me get somewhere that I was trying to get to, or maybe it just does something completely different and I'll go off somewhere else. It's like tennis, knocking the ball back and forth. You give me something, I'll load it, I'll send it back to you, which is always a pleasure to have an actress like that, or an actor.
new things happening Monday, not to mention Van Damme is in town, so we have to now put together his finale fight, which is tough because that gives Scott only 1 day to recover from this sporting goods store fight. This Van Damme fight's kind of a tough one. We have 2 days for it. Doesn't seem like enough, but we have no place to take any days from. This week's going to be the toughest week. It's always unfortunate when you schedule a finale so early in a shoot. It means you have to figure out the continuity of everything that Scott's character has endured up until that point, some of which hasn't been planned yet. He's going to be a bloody mess going into this thing. Not to mention 2 days, still not a lot. I'm nervous that we're going to be able to fit it all in. It's going to be a challenge, and we're not going to probably get everything, but hopefully we can get most of it. It's going to be tight. It's going to be very tight.
The structure is what's all behind us. That's the hardest part.
Interior, chapel, night. Devereaux's expression changes. His trembling gradually ceases. He releases his hand slowly from the blade. John is frozen, gripping the blade tight in the same position, its tip still embedded in his own chest. Devereaux spreads his arms out to his sides, palms facing upward as if he were presenting his heart to John. Devereaux, there is no end, and always another John.
All the set dressing, all the lighting has come up in the last 24 hours. We had guys working pretty late. That's what really brings it to life, I think. The barrels, the texture. The dirt was this morning. It's never where you want it. That's the hardest part, is getting it as close as possible. We have little tweaks, some stenciling, but we're walking away. It's up to my grip brothers and lighting after this. We have a world left to do.
The thing about the way Ron is shooting all this stuff, it's very high contrast photography, so what you're seeing when you're on the set isn't really what you're seeing in the final product. You see these mirrors up here. He devised this whole system of being able to have these shafts of light coming in by bouncing the shafts into these mirrors. You have to work hard with lighting to sell the whole underground cave kind of world that we're creating. It's the kind of thing, if you don't do it right, it looks like Land of the Lost, but if you light it right, hopefully be really effective.
3, 2, 1, go. Some of the key stunts involves 2 wire pulls with our hero being knocked through different benches and crates and barrels, show how powerful Van Damme is. From there, they cut each other to bits with machetes. We have our foam ones, we have our dull blade ones, so when they have to struggle over it, they won't cut themselves, but yet it doesn't bend or it looks rubbery where the audience can see it's phony. But other than that, when it's time to actually do like embedded stabs, we cut the grooves out of the machete, do half-seas or whatever. The old Halloween trick. We're going to try to cover this whole room as much as we can, to keep it real in the fight. A lot of blood, a lot of fisticuffs, a lot of kicking. It's a big finale fight.
Let me know when stunts are ready. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, action! All right.
This is his toughest week right now. It's just something we're dealing with.
So I found out that I was going to be doing Universal Soldier, so I was thinking, this is too good to be true. And then I injured my knee really badly, and 4 weeks out from coming here to start this movie, I don't know if I'm physically going to be able to do the movie. And I'm weighing it up in my head. Shall I be honest with them and say, listen guys, I've badly hurt my knee. Are you going to be okay with stunt doubling me for some parts? And I didn't want to take the risk because I didn't know if I was second choice and number 1 choice had dropped out and number 3 choice is waiting in the wings, and when they hear, Scott's injured, okay, we'll go to number 3. I didn't know, so I wasn't honest with people, and I didn't tell anyone about my knee.
I called Scott and started talking to him and said, what is the deal with your knee? And he kind of admitted that he was pretty nervous about the Jean-Claude fight and where it fell on the schedule. He said, look, if this was the end of the schedule, he would go for those moves even if it fucked his leg up, because he knows that, you got to get it there. But if it's only 3 weeks in the schedule, he's afraid that he could hurt himself and damage his performance for the rest of the film. That's a little scary, because if he's talking about it now, it might even be a lot worse than any of us know. You know, if we have to double him extensively, the schedule that we came up with and how much we can accomplish in that schedule is sort of out the window. Because I never prepared for having to double him as much as I may have to now. It's a problem, probably the biggest problem we're dealing with. I thought 3D was our biggest obstacle in this movie, but it turns out it's not.
We're doing this wire gap.
Where Van Damme gets the machete stuck into his shoulder, and he takes it out, and then he does a spinning back kick, and he kicks Scott Adkins into a breakaway pew. Scott Adkins double's coming in. We're gonna hook him up to a wire. Gonna give him a nice yank. He's gonna go flying through the air, and hopefully break some pews today.
No mats, no elbow pads, but I still have my back protector and my hips and butt protector.
No, I hate getting stunt doubled. I despise it, but I've had to be. If it's a wire pull over the benches, smashing down onto another bench, I'd love to do it myself, but there's too many variables, and if it does go wrong and the stunt guy breaks his arm, that sucks for the stunt guy, but at the end of the day they get another stunt guy in. If I break my arm, you know, we're screwed. So you have to listen to the producers at times and just go, yeah, okay. But I try to do as much as I can.
3, 2, 1, action! Cut it. You all right, Donald? All right. Moving on.
There's so much more I can do as a martial artist, which I haven't been able to do. But at the same time, I think it's given a different flavour to many of the fight scenes. The end fight with Van Damme was originally going to be much more showy, but because of the injury, changed the dynamic of the fight and turned it into this machete thing, and he's got control of the machete. And you could argue that it worked out for the better.
Cut it. Cut it. We okay?
We have different kinds of fights in the movie, and each one is kind of giving you another layer of who this character is. The action is very contained kind of stuff, and it's not like the high-flying nature of the action that makes it interesting. It's the intensity of the violence. By the end of the movie, it gets just straight up primitive, like Dangerous Game type of thing. Two guys hunting each other out in sort of marshy Louisiana, damp, overgrown jungle. Jean-Claude's role in this is way different than what it's been in the past. He's not trying to play a heroic character or a charming character. He's actually playing kind of a ghoulish character a little bit.
That's exactly what happened. Okay, good.
Half apple, please. Come on in.
Never shot that.
Half apple? Yes. AD ready to commence shooting.
I came into set just to watch Jean-Claude Van Damme work, even though I wasn't working, because I thought it was so fascinating. And it was just so amazing to watch. I kept thinking, oh, well, just another few minutes, another few minutes, and I was just like glued. Because of him, his intensity as an actor, and he's got this amazing makeup, which is just like white and black, and, the light was incredible. You can see all the light fixtures. I know that John really liked seeing the light fixtures, and it just adds this crazy, eerie light.
Ready, and Scott.
Yeah! Cut it. That's it. Okay, so John, half apple and one.
When you go back a few years, many years, and I'm a 12-year-old boy, get Bloodsport from the video shop, and just see this film that just completely, it gives me a purpose. It makes me realise what I want to do with my life. And I remember saying to my Mom, I know what I want to do with myself. I want to make martial arts movies. And here I am now with the guy that I idolised all through my youth on my third film with him. It's a massive dream fulfilled. And I feel bad for him sometimes, like he must think, Jesus, this kid's following me around everywhere.
Hey, Mark. Mark?
When you look up, you only look right to my hand.
Done.
Okay. Ready? And action, Scott. Ready, and action.
You still believe the lies. You don't realize this is your home.
Scott.
Yeah!
Cut it. Excellent.
Cut it.
Good.
All right. Okay, moving on. Next piece.
Franklin.
The English
breakfast.
Okay. Thank you.
sir.
Breakfast, tea, and water.
Well, if that's a big, dense piece, I mean.
He said it's less than that.
Oh, is it? It's a lot less thick than this? Yeah, then he might be all right. A little hard. Yeah. Let's see back.
It'll be okay, John. We'll get the day. We'll
It'll
get the day,
leave a
John.
mark.
Ready and action. Cut.
Cut it. You okay, Scott, in the back of your head?
Let's go.
Ass here, lens here.
What do you like me?
Kind of where the mark is.
You call that a mark?
Yeah, don't worry if the blade falls. We got an insert of that.
Done. Thanks.
You remember, JC, I'm pretty ignorant.
Face too.
Ready and action! Cut it! You okay, JC?
Yeah, the hit was okay.
Okay, guys. John, next piece right here. Dust it up. Action! Cut it!
One more right away?
One more?
Yeah.
Okay, one more right away.
Got it. Excellent.
Got it.
Excellent. Beautiful. That was a good take. Let's go. All right, here we go. You're on the phone. Yes. Let me go stretch my legs right away.
It's not so bad, to be honest. You get used to it. Wet, damp, sticky, covered in dirt, soot up your nose and leaking wounds on your head. You just kind of accept it. It's a small price to pay. Hello?
Hey, Scott. We're
Yeah.
breaking everybody early for lunch.
That's okay, cool.
Would you like me to get Matt to grab your plate?
Yes, please. To be honest, I need to be like this because if I wasn't covered in blood and scratches, you'd see the real ones.
Okay, here we go, everybody. 3, 2, 1, action! 3, 2, 1, action! 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 Okay. Go back to 1, guys.
Can't lie now, my knees fucked.
Cut it, we get it? John, we're in grace, so let's do one more and get it right so we can move on.
It's difficult. I love it, and it's what I do, and I'm good at it, and I've chosen this profession, but man, it's so hard, it's so difficult. You can't quite understand from watching an action film or a fight film actually how difficult it is, because I used to watch it as a kid, not having done it, thinking, yeah, it's easy. It's harder than you can ever imagine. I feel pretty banged up. It's the repetition of doing things again and again and again. It's a love-hate relationship, basically. I love to do it. I hate doing it when I'm doing it. But when I see the finished product, I love it. He doesn't like to lose fights on screen. Just doesn't like it.
Jean-Claude has finally approved the pages that I sent to him with regards to his fight. Luc Devereaux, Jean-Claude's character, is killed in this movie. That's the whole movie right there. There is an element of this movie where he's passing the torch. I mean, you can't ignore that. To have Scott Adkins survive, Andrei Arlovsky, Dolph Lundgren, and Jean-Claude Van Damme don't. That's kind of significant, at least in the mythology of these stories, and symbolically for Jean-Claude and Scott, because Scott is the contemporary Jean-Claude of 20 years ago. So there's a lot of negotiation around how that all plays out. What we ended up with, it's more about a ceremonial death, and so he almost lets him kill him. He knows eventually he's got to go, so why not now?
It would mean a lot to me for Van Damme to give me his blessing and say, well done, kid, you're doing some good work, and you know, if it was going to be anyone, I'm glad it's you.
Full rehearsal.
You guys ready?
What do you want that? You want like this? Hey, look, can I do the name of the other? No problem. Yeah. Whatever you want. Okay, I got you. Okay. Guys. Long out to the name of the other leg. Thanks.
Okay, let's do it.
Show one time slow motion, please, sir. It will be like this. Please watch. One. Then like this. Bang.
And then we swing this way, yeah?
Okay. I have it there until he tells him to bow.
Next one a good side for it. That's fine.
Okay, guys.
Okay, guys, it'll be second meal, 15 minutes, sit down.
Put my arm there. You got it right there, buddy. Thank you.
And more blood for Jason. Still rolling, quiet please.
Okay. Ready? Action. Hasn't stabbed you yet. You guys are fighting for leverage. Look in his eyes. Hasn't stabbed yet. You're going to slowly have a peaceful look over you. You stop struggling altogether, JC.
Tell me when the peaceful look you want it.
I will. When I say ready and now. Take you slowly, very slowly, take your hands off the blade and put them to your side.
There's my man. Boys, John.
I say it as calmly as possible. No struggle at all.
There is no end.
Shaking, JC.
Oh. Come on.
Losing strength.
Cut it. Let's cut.
Excellent.
Nice, JC.
Really nice, guys.
All right, stand by. Excellent dig. Thank you all very much. Jason, excellent work. That's a wrap. Thank you very much. Oh boy, am I going to get in trouble.
Next. Impressive scene all around. Jean-Claude did a great job. I think he gave a performance he's really going to be pleased with. Scott gave a performance worthy of the one guy to kill Jean-Claude in a film. So I think that was a great honor for Scott. Scott's knee held up for some pretty big stuff. He ended up doing some big kicks that he actually didn't think he was going to be able to do. He's proven to be able to kind of handle even the toughest things we're asking him to do. So that's very encouraging. In many ways, that was like a big hump to get over. Today is Jean-Claude's last shooting day. We're more than halfway through the shoot now, and today we are shooting the opening scene of the movie, which is the home invasion, the POV look that we're going for the memories. This is our first chance to do it, where the camera is a character in the scene, so the camera plays John, and I was glad to see that it was looking the way we imagined it. Audrey, who plays our Emma character, the first day we shot with her, she was a little spooked by the gun, which made me nervous because we're shooting a horrific murder in her presence today, and actually her murder as well. But she seems to be a really good young actress and has good instincts.
Interior, John's house, bedroom, night. Coming into focus, a woman's face lying in bed, her eyes slowly opening, looking directly at us. And now we realize we are somebody's POV, lying in bed next to Catherine, and turning, looking towards the doorway. There's Emma, standing in pajamas, holding a stuffed animal by the tail. Emma, there's monsters downstairs.
Ready, and action! Guys.
So this needs blood and all sorts of shit.
Here it comes.
David, you know that he's just going to be completely covered blood and sweat. Yeah,
sweat. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll cue you. I'll be right here. I'll say, okay, take the mask off. You pull it off. All right? Now reach the sides of the camera and lean in just a little bit more.
Acting with Jean-Claude, it was a little intimidating because he has such a legacy of his career. In terms of film, I'm an art director. This is kind of like my first submergence into acting. But he actually was really sweet and super complimentary. It was fun working with him. I got forced on my knees and I was scared for my life. And I have some good bruises to show you the hard work.
Three, two. Look, shriek. Cut.
Perfect timing on
Wow.
that.
Nice.
Perfect. That's a cut.
All right. Excellent. Nice work, Roger. Nice shot. Guard the shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's a production wrap on Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Thank you so much, guys.
That was very bloody. That was a lot of blood. My husband actually got to watch it, and he said he couldn't watch it just because it was so real.
Andre's been, he's been a lifesaver. He's the only guy so far who is able to be there every single take, and that's huge.
It's great doing fights with him because he's 150% committed. He has to put the butt of the axe through the mirror. So a normal guy would go, bah, and then smash the mirror and it'd be great and we'd move on. But when Andre does it, not only is he trying to put the butt of the axe through the mirror, he's trying to put his arm through it and he's trying to put his head through it as well.
Nice. Here's Andre.
He doesn't scare me.
I know.
Not yet.
What's wrong with you?
We used a real axe in a scene with Andrei Arlovsky.
They needed to use a real axe because they needed it to go into the wood. We've done it in a safe way, but that's how hardcore this film is. So the first move is a real axe into the floor, and then they're saying, well, why don't we get the next move and the next move? And I'm like, hang on a minute. Real axe, let's just do the one move first.
It was pretty darn ballsy of the whole, production of us, as actors to actually do the scene like that. He came through the door a split millisecond away from me and swung this axe right into the floor. And that was pretty amazing.
Well, the second move he does is he swings towards my head. Once again, he gave it 120%. I saw his thumb smash into the corner of the door, and it had to have hurt, but his pain threshold is just different to most people. And then take two, he goes even harder. He doesn't give a shit.
Don't hit him in the base of the head. Don't hit him in the ear.
Just here, because it's muscle. Okay.
Oh, I know, but
It's just pure muscle.
where's the muscle?
No,
He's-
it hurts. No, it's fine.
Oh,
he's-
come
he's
on.
gonna be-
I'm telling you, like right
no, I'm
here,
not hitting
right
you
here,
in
it's
the
gonna
head.
be fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
You better run after, because if I'm gonna be alive, I'm gonna kill you.
I'm gonna
I'm gonna
get
murder,
over into
nasty
that
murder.
corner.
3, 2, 1, action! Got it!
fucking amazing.
Did it? Good.
I fucking will.
Just the way
He just came down. He landed on you.
Fucking crazy.
Done quite a few action films, but I've got to say that this is the most intense film I've done so far. It's only the first week. I think partly he doesn't give a shit about me, which makes it even better. Because sometimes you work with people and, you know, they're scared to go at it with the lead actor or whatever, but he doesn't hold back. And I love him for that. Best call my family and say my goodbyes, because this could be it.
Well, you know, I wouldn't have sex here. It's just a little too clean for my taste.
Ready, and 3, 2, go!
I'm fine. I've done a lot of ratchets before and a few hand pulls. Ratchets is when it's on an air ram and it's a lot more violent. This is less violent, but it becomes violent when you put the wall in the way. This is my jerk vest. It's tight and I'm hiding a gaiter back underneath this to protect my spine. Basically I have a wire that comes through a thin slit in the wall to a pick point in the middle of my back, and everything fires at once. My squib hit fires at exactly the same time, and I go flying back into the wall, hit it pretty hard, and then bounce onto the bed.
She's hooked up.
All right.
Once she's picking in her harness, we just grab a hold of those, we call Jumars or ascenders, and just drop her body weight to the pad and yanks her off the ground.
Just waiting on effects to go hot. It'll be a moment.
We are
Hot. Here we go.
It is a lot of things running through your mind at once. You're reacting to Magnus come into the room with his shotgun, chin down to protect my head, gun flying, shoes flying. It is a lot to think about, but it's good fun.
3, 2, go!
You
feel your brain shake in your head.
You okay, Chelsea? Okay, nice work on your part. But you got a reset?
Yes, we have a reset.
I think we gotta go for another one. Just clean the wall and let's go for it. 3, 2, 1, go!
You okay? Yeah. Give a little slack, guys.
That looked good. You're on, Chelsea? Great. Nice one.
And I know I'll be sore tomorrow morning, but it's all in the name of art, isn't it?
Shoot the hooker on the bed.
And 2, 2.
Bam! Or
Make
the
a
hooker.
Rich. It's ultimately the composition I'm looking for. At the end of it all, it's just you here and Andre there. He's having this vision and Jean-Claude is appearing.
I turn into Jean-Claude?
You do, yeah.
Wait a second. And then you have to lower the camera a little bit.
Dolph did his fight rehearsal on Saturday. We were all really impressed by how quickly he picked up the choreography, because his fight is actually one of the most complicated fights as far as how quick the movements are. And by the end of the day, he blew right through it, and it looked great. So it actually doesn't look like we really will have to double him at all during that scene. Andre and Dolph will look like our horses.
Can we do it again once?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Boom, 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 boom.
He's away. Bam.
Boom. And step. Boom. Yeah. And then pow. Fuck.
Yours is a miss, right?
Yeah, it's a miss. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So it's like 1, 2, 3.
Exactly right.
And then it's a straight attack. Sounds good, man. Good stuff. Good work.
You want to see that chapel?
Yes, please. Thanks.
Like we turn around and it's just a POV, you're the camera.
Good, right?
Bam. And Dolph.
Hello, soldier.
Going hot on weapons, hot on effects. Ready and action. Ready and action.
Keep making me laugh. Our hero comes through there. Bang! Turn. Boom, 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 boom.
Empty gun.
Boom, sweep this guy. Boom. And pow. Last step. Pow. Boom. That's it. Boom. Stomp the head. Now he has the gun. And pow. Pow. And walks off right. Check this out. He's coming off the wall. Then you have to go from the head, boom, to finish him off.
But I think we should put a shitload of bullets into this first guy here, even though it's the same thing. This one you're going to see from the front, the audiences, and the other one they can see from the back. Pow, 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 head against the wall. Finish that guy. And then this one into his stomach.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
If somebody came up to me before this film and said, right, you can have any fight coordinator of your choice, my number one choice would be Larnell. Actually, my number one choice would be JJ Perry, and Larnell, his number one choice would be JJ Perry. Yeah, we've only worked together once before, but we're the same age, and we've come up through the ranks at the same time. I've got my own ideas, but I'm not the best choreographer for some reason. I don't come up with these moves the way he can. My interest lies more in the angles and stuff like that. That's where I'm really sure of myself, and that's when we can butt heads a little bit. But Larnell is the best fight coordinator of the moment, if you ask me. I want the one that wants to get kicked in the head. That's the one I want. I want to go whack, break his ribs, and then whack. You can have a helmet on, a cap or something. You can have one of those big fluffy wigs.
Cut it! All right. Moving on.
Yeah, going through the wall was a lot of fun. I'd do it again.
The government has created the new John to be resistant to Luke's pull. In essence, they've built a better weapon. I always have been on the side of, well, they're not actually machines, they're flesh and blood. But somewhere in there, they have always, in the mythology of the story, had some kind of hardwiring where they've been able to be hooked up to a computer. But in this story, they have no awareness of themselves being anything other than a person acting on free will.
They're taking everything away from you here. They're pulling the thing out, and this is your Hulk out mode. There you go. Ready, 3, 2, 1. Okay, this guy hops out of bed and he's like, all right.
Quiet, everybody, quiet down, quiet.
Okay. And then whack. Sure.
I think that's good.
Ready? And action.
Go ahead, Greg, go ahead and do it.
One more.
More?
Bring it to the side. You can't hurt me. You can take it wherever you want.
Scoot back. Cut it! Very nice. That's a wrap on David and a wrap on Casey.
I was going to do the role with a Vietnamese American accent, but I have an almond eye. I mean, I could pass, I think. Luckily, at the last minute, John said that he really liked it, but maybe that I shouldn't. You never had a family, John. Your memories, they're artificial. You were produced in a government lab, and I designed the software. You know, it was very much like that. I really saved the show by not doing it.
I don't have lines in this movie, but it's more fun, you know. This role more for me because I destroy everything, kill a lot of people. Not more than in the last movie, but I killed enough in this movie, and it was fun. Actually, this time I have more fun than the first time because I kind of know John already, Frank, and I know other guys, and I enjoy being Magnus more than just Unisoul in previous movies.
Pictures up! 3, 2, 1, action!
Magnus, I don't know, it's up to the director, but I'm sure John or somebody else can create a great story, you know, and I'm sure they're gonna have some small role for me.
Production wrap on Andre Orlovsky!
Way to go, Andre! It's really sad to leave tonight, but it's reality and I have to go to Russia. So hopefully John and he's gonna put me in the next movie and it's gonna be great. I'll be back.
Am I on there? I'm going to be going topless waitressing tonight.
I'm going to be a topless waitress. I'll be a topless waitress too.
Here we are, day 30 of 30, last day of shooting. We are at the Candlelight Strip Club. Look at Roy. Nice, man.
Oh yeah, I'm ready now, man.
Rockabilly Roy.
Yeah.
It's going to be a pretty interesting day of background. Let's put it that way.
Tonight was really, really awesome and amazing. I think I've secretly always kind of wanted to be given the permission to dance like that. I was taking pole dancing classes, and then it coincided with me getting this role, and I thought, great, this works. But I obviously didn't know quite how it would go down. I had to be so free and not care. And I was in front of a lot of people. I think it was the best way to do it, really, because I didn't really know what to expect.
You want some? Oh, see that!
Got it!
This was the best way to end the shoot because I got to be a stripper for a night, and that's kind of cool.
What is it that we love about the story that we can't give up? The ending. The ending, which is John kills Gorman because even though John has discovered that his wife and child never existed, he still is motivated by his love for them, whether they're real or not. By that token, Gorman not only created his wife and child, but he also created a universe in which they were murdered. John's entire mission, kill the man who killed his wife and daughter, that leads to the conclusion that Gorman has to be killed. Finishing shooting, it's like the sprint is over and now the marathon begins, which is post the real making of the movie.
Got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a production wrap!
the party's definitely over. Now just feeling the pressure of cutting and hoping that it actually is good. You just don't have the same confidence now that you do when you're shooting.
At the end of the day, you never know until you see the finished product. I've worked on films before and I thought this is going to be great, and it's turned out bad. And then there's some films that you think, oh, this is going to be completely rubbish, and it turns out not so bad. Not so bad. Yes!
The thing is dark as hell, no doubt. It's definitely a badass, hard-ass, R-rated action movie that pulls no punches at all and doesn't ever kind of pander to demographics that don't really matter for this movie. It's a thriller, and it's a road movie. It's a mid to low budget thriller, sci-fi action thriller.
Gritty, brutal, violent, John Hyams' film.
Well, it is what it is.
To my world.
Was 5 the next one? I wasn't killed in this one.
Soon will rule the earth.
The secret? Can't get into that. That's off the record.
The secret is not to lose your head.
1, 2, 3.